Devaspati ji. We have the mic.
प्रातरग्निं प्रातरिन्द्रगुं हवामहे प्रातरमित्रा वरुणा प्रातरश्विना प्रातर्भगं पूषणं ब्रह्मणस्पतिं प्रातः सोममुत रुद्रगुं हुवेम प्रातर्जितं भगमुग्रगुं हुवेम वयं पुत्रमदितेर्यो विधर्ता आध्रश्चिद्यं मन्यमानस्तुरश्चिद्राजाचिद्यं भगं भक्षेत्याह भगप्रणेतर्भगसत्यराधो भगेमान्धियमुदवददन्नः यो मा आग्ने भागिनगुं सन्तमथा भागञ्चिकीर्षति अभागमग्ने तङ्कुरु मामग्ने भागिनं कुरु भाग्यदेवतायै नमः.
Srinarayan Chandak ji was born on December 9th, 1941 in Amaravati district of Maharashtra. He did his Bachelor's of Engineering from IIT Chennai in Chemical Engineering and MS from IIT Chicago. After that, he worked in Chicagoland for quite some time, and then we are fortunate he decided to come to Bloomington and make this as his home. So he is in Bloomington for more than 30 years. I guess it's 1989 they moved into Bloomington. So we're very fortunate to have Asha ji and Chandak ji in our community. And then he is very active in the community in different capacities. Currently, he is the president of Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh Midwest region. He is on the advisory board of Ekal Vidyalay USA. He is also on the advisory board of Seva International USA and also Hindu University of America. And Chandak ji is the founding trustee of this temple, the Hindu temple of Bloomington Normal. In addition to one of the founding trust board members of this temple. In addition to all of this, for many of us, he is a fatherly figure. Both Asha ji and Chandak ji are our, like our parents. You know, whenever we need them, they are there with us. Sometimes even if we don't ask for help, they are there to help us. So because of that, many of us wanted to celebrate this special occasion. Chandak ji was not really wanted to celebrate this, but we wanted to do it. Finally, he was forced to accept. Thank you, Chandak ji, for that. Now we go to the rest of the program. First, we start with dance. Now we have Dulari ji Thakur. So she has her dance school. They will be having 2 dance performances. First, we have one performance, followed by we'll have few geet, and then next dance performance. Oh, back to back. Okay, there is a little change. Dance programs are back to back, followed by we'll have some geet.
Namaste everyone. I'm audible. Jai Shri Ram. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Chandak ji for their big milestone in their journey, and also a big and sincere thank you for giving our students the opportunity to come and perform and showcase their talent and passion for learning classical dance, Bharatnatyam, and be a part of this wonderful event. So thank you for that. First group of students will perform classical dance, which is Pushpanjali. The word Pushpa means flower and Anjali means offering. So students will be performing, welcoming the Lord Guru and the audience by offering the flowers. So please welcome them. Smriti, Adya, Shiva, Anusha, Sumedha, Prakalya, Naisha and Sahasra.
झण्डकिट्टतां तद्धितां तद्धितां तज्झणकिटतगतां झणकिटझणकिटतां झणकिटझणकिटतग 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 झण्डकिट्टतां तद्धितां तद्धितां तज्झणकिटतगतां झणकिटझणकिटतां झणकिटझणकिटतगतां तां तां तद्धितां तधीं धीं धीं धण्डतां ततों तों तों झण्डुतां तनं नं नं धीमितां तदां तां तां तद्धितां तधीं धीं धीं धण्डतां ततों तों तों झण्डुतां तनं नं नं धीमितां तदां तां तां तद्धितां तधीं धीं धीं धण्डतां ततों तों तों झण्डुतां तनं नं नं धीमितां तदां तां तां तद्धितां तधीं धीं धीं धण्डतां ततों तों तों झण्डुतां तनं नं नं धीमितां तदधितां तदनुतां तजनुतां तधिमितां तरितत्तनद झणुतद्धिमितं तदिङ्गिणतं तदिङ्गिणतं तदिङ्गिणतदधितां तदनुतां तजनुतां तधिमितां तरितत्तनद झणुतद्धिमितं तदिङ्गिणतं तदिङ्गिणतं तदिङ्गिणत गजं 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 धनधनधनधनत झणु 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 झणुत धिमित् 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 गजं 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 धनधनधनधनत झणु 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 झणुत धिमित् 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 जं धरि किटतग जगतरि किटतगतां किटतग जगतरि किटतगतां जगतरि किटतगतां किटतगतां किट्टनङ्गुतग झं धरि किटतग जगतरि किटतगतां
Hare Krishna. Thank you, girls. That was very beautiful performance. Thank you so much. You can exit from there. Next group of students will perform another classical nritya, Ganapati Kautukam. Kautukam is a traditional invocatory piece in praise of Lord. This Kautukam is in praise of Lord Ganesha, who is Vignaharta and Mangalmay. So please welcome Kamlini, Akshara, Akshaya, Siya, and Bhavini. Thank you.
No, okay. Okay.
Including participants around like 150.
Okay. Okay.
And all volunteer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right now, yeah. Food will see.
120 or something. Around 120.
Here, 100.
Tang
So you girls can stay back here. And the other group, Pushpanjali group, please come on the stage. Yes.
Now I request Sri Chandak ji to come onto the stage for recognizing all the performers.
So I'll call out the names of the participants. Please forward and come forward and take your gift from Mr. Chandak ji. Prakalya, Anusha, hello, Shiva, Sahasra, Sumedha, go back. Adya, Naisha, Smriti, you girls can come in. Akshara, Kamlini, Akshaya, Sia, and Bhavini. Please give them a big round of applause again. Thank you so much.
Next part of the program is we have some songs. I request some of the Yuvas and also Sudhir ji to come onto the stage.
Hello. 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 Namaste everyone. So I am doing a song titled Matru Mandir Ka Samarpit Deep Mein, which means I am a very small lamp towards the service of my Matrubhumi. मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं सवार कर्म पथ पर मुस्कुराऊं सर्वदा आपदाओं को समझ वरदान मैं जग सुने और झूमे अनुराग में उल्लसित हो नित्य गाऊं गान में चीरतम दल अज्ञता निज तेज से बन अजय निशंक मैं चलता रहूं चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं सुमन बन कर सज उठे जयमाल में राह में जितने मिले वे शूल भी धन्य मैं ये जिंदगी की राह में कर सके अभिषेक मेरा धूल भी क्योंकि मेरी देह मिट्टी से बनी है क्यों न उसकी प्रेम में पलता रहूं चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं मैं जलूं इतना कि सारे विश्व में प्रेम का पावन अमर प्रकाश हो। मेदिनी यह मोद से विहसे मधुर, गर्व से उत्फुल्ल वह आकाश हो। प्यार का संदेश दे अंतिम किरण, मैं भले अपनत्व को छलता रहूं। चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं। मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं, चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं। मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं, चाह मेरी यह कि मैं जलता रहूं। मातृ मंदिर का समर्पित दीप मैं।
Only use wired wire? Namaste, my name is Shiv Dhage. I'll be performing a geet called Girkar Utna. उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। गिर कर उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। गिर कर उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। गिर कर उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का। गिर कर उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का। ये क्रम है संसार का। जो भी होता है घटनाक्रम रचता स्वयं विधाता है। रचता स्वयं विधाता है। जो भी होता है घटनाक्रम रचता स्वयं विधाता है। रचता स्वयं विधाता है। आज लगे जो दंड वही कल पुरस्कार बन जाता है। पुरस्कार बन जाता है। निश्चित होगा प्रबल समर्थन अपने सत्य विचार का। निश्चित होगा प्रबल समर्थन अपने सत्य विचार का। कर्मवीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का। ये क्रम है संसार का। कर्मों का रोना रोने से कभी न कोई जीता है। कभी न कोई जीता है। कर्मों का रोना दृढ़ आधार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का, ये क्रम है संसार का। त्रुटियों से कुछ सीख मिले तो त्रुटियां हो जाती वरदान, त्रुटियां हो जाती वरदान। त्रुटियों से कुछ सीख मिले तो त्रुटियां हो जाती वरदान, त्रुटियां हो जाती वरदान। मानव सदा पूर्ण रहा है, पूर्ण रूप होते भगवान, पूर्ण रूप होते भगवान। चिंतन मंथन से पत मिलता त्रुटियों के परिहार का, चिंतन मंथन से बल मिलता त्रुटियों के परिहार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का, गिर कर उठना उठ कर चलना ये क्रम है संसार का। कर्म वीर को फर्क न पड़ता किसी जीत या हार का, ये क्रम है संसार का, ये क्रम है संसार का।
वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। हिंदू का ये विशाल चिंतन इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन। वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। अखिल विश्व के पथ दर्शन की मुनि जन संतों की अभिलाषा। बंधु भाव से सब जग जोड़े, वेद और गीता की भाषा। समरसता मंत्र के नाद से हम भर देंगे सारा त्रिभुवन, हम भर देंगे सारा त्रिभुवन। इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन। वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। जड़ एवादी तत्व ज्ञान को पराभूत होते देख रहे। भक्ति सहित कर्तृत्व छोड़ कर पूजा चैतन्य की कर रहे। सदा विजय कर्तव्य धर्म का, स्वतंत्रता का मुख में गायन, स्वतंत्रता का मुख में गायन, इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। व्यक्ति व्यक्ति सब विलीन होकर समाज जीवन नित कुसुमित हो, सर्व समर्पण के कल्प तरु नव फूलों से शोभित हो। काल बाह्य सब छोड़ बनाए, भविष्य अपना दिव्य चिरंतन, भविष्य अपना दिव्य चिरंतन, इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। आकांक्षा प्राचीन हमारी, नवयुग की गा रही आरती, त्रिकाल विजयी संकल्पों की नव पुरुषार्थ करेगी पूर्ति। अखिल विश्व में सुख शांति हो, जनमानस का यही संकीर्तन, जनमानस का यही संकीर्तन, इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। नव युग के नव आह्वानों को नव साहस से स्वीकारेंगे, भूतकाल पर विजय प्राप्त कर नव विक्रम ध्वज लहराएंगे। विश्व धर्म का अमृत देंगे, आर्त जगत का यह संजीवन, आर्त जगत का यह संजीवन, इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा। हिंदू का ये विशाल चिंतन, इस वैश्विक जीवन दर्शन से मानव जाति होगी पावन, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा, वसुंधरा परिवार हमारा।
On this occasion, there are many family members and also friends came from many locations. Would like to recognize them. Whenever I announce, please stand wherever you are. So, Chandak ji and Asha ji's daughter and son-in-law, Rachita ji Soni and Robert ji Soni, they came from Columbus, Ohio. Rachina ji Sureka came from Atlanta. Seemaji and Dwarakaji Rati came from East Coast. Vikasji and Poonamji Bhutada came from Detroit. Srinivasji Rati family came from Chicago. And we have many friends came from other locations. From Moline, Illinois, we have our Kirtiji Baheti family came. From Peoria, Illinois, we have at least couple of families came. I think Mandarji and Muggaji, they had to leave, they left. And then we have Bhishmaji and Meenaji Tota, they came. From Urbana-Champaign, we have, and from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign campus, many Yuvas came. Just you can stand up where you are. From Chicago, many friends came. Just to please stand up where you are. I'm not, since many friends came, not announcing the names. Very happy to have all of you here on this special occasion. Now I request Ashaji Chandak and Srinarayanji Chandak to come onto the stage. Yeah. Yeah. Special recognition for the community here. Now request Chandakji and Ashaji come onto the stage. Now we have the felicitation of our special couple today. First, Ashaji and Chandakji, they exchange the garlands.
These are very heavy. I need help. I did bow, okay.
Please take a seat. Now Neetaji and few Sevikas will be felicitating Chandakji and Ashaji. For both of them. This you will hand over to her.
Chicago transplant Esther Joy King moved here just to run for office with a fraudulent resume that inflated.
Now we have few more felicitations. First, I request Venkatji Sayani, the Karyakarta from HSS, to felicitate Chandak ji. So Venkatji is General Secretary for Downstate Illinois area of Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh. So Chicago, south of Chicago is Downstate Illinois. Next, Srinivasji Shanai and Govardhanji Dasari and Govardhanji Gallapalli will be coming from Seva International Bloomington chapter.
We want to share Seva International is a Hindu faith-based non-profit service organization, and Chandak ji was part of the founding charter, founding members. Seva was formed in 2003. Chandak ji served as an advisor and continues to serve as an advisor on the Seva International board. So thank you very much, Chandak ji, for your continued blessings and continued guidance. On behalf of the local chapter and the national organization, I thank you very much. And Asha ji, thank you for allowing Chandak ji to give us that time. Right? So thank you very much.
Now I invite Brahmananda Rai ji and team for Ekal Vidyalaya Bloomington chapter. I think all of you have to come.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Chandakji, for all the help. And Chandakji is our, board member for Ekal Vidyalaya USA, and he's a soul of Ekal Vidyalaya Bloomington chapter, and he has been guiding, inspiring, motivating entire team all these 20 years. So there's a word to say thank you to him. He is inspiration for all our work, which we are able to do it in town. Thank you very much.
Now I invite Dr. Sanjayji Saxena, the president of Hindu Temple of Bloomington Normal, to facilitate Chandakji. I'm announcing.
Your son-in-law? Oh boy, he got a new son-in-law now. Third one. Okay, I can't pass up the opportunity to pick up on Chandak ji because we go a long time back, almost 40 years. So it is my privilege to roast him a little bit, not too much. You have seen his hair. It is grown white compared to mine. He's not too older than me, but because he's indulged so much into the HSS, not only local level, state level, and national level. And maybe international level also, I don't know that part. Anyway, because of that, his age is gone, not, turned white. But one thing you have to realize is, he is very safe with his wife. That's why he still have the hair. Compared to other people, she's not picking up the hair, that means, okay? So, I am happy to see you at this time, and I always pick on him, and we are really very, pick on each other, but he is less of evil than me. So, yeah, I'm very happy he's celebrating this one here today on behalf of the Hindu Temple of Bloomington Normal. I really appreciate you guys celebrating here and HSS to take the doing it in this facility. Thank you.
There is one announcement. So there are heavy winds outside. When you step out, be careful. Some people may fall down if you are not careful, so just want to be watchful. Now there are a few speeches. First, I request Vikasji Bhutada to say a few words.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a distinct pleasure and honor for me to speak on this wonderful occasion that we are celebrating here today for sighting of 1,000 moons by Chandak ji. He is actually my grandfather, but as you possibly know, he doesn't look like one. And also, so I call him Kakaji, and that basically lovingly means uncle. So I also want to thank Murliji, Sudhirji, and the rest of the Hindu Bloomington Normal community for celebrating this wonderful occasion and giving us this opportunity to be here. Thank you all. To speak about Chandakji, or I would call him Kakaji, to speak about him and Kakiji, it could take hours and hours. Because I have known him all my life. I have grown up with his mentorship, with his guidance, and also watching him perform all that he's been doing. It's been a phenomenal experience personally for me. It's a great tribute that we want to pray for him today for his longer life. I think it was Bhayanaji who sent an invite update yesterday and said, please don't bring any gift. And I was wondering, he is Kakaji and together with Ashaji, they are such a big gift to all of us, to this entire community, and in my opinion, to this earth. There is no gift we can bring to match their caliber. I'll share a few stories with you. As I said, I've known him all my life, and I have fondly watched him as I was growing up. Coming from a very, very humble beginning, from our small village in the Amravati district in Maharashtra. We grew up with very limited resources, and obviously even his generation, they grew up even with very, very limited resources. So starting with that humble beginning, going all over, trying to experiment and getting to IIT those days, and then traveling to US, coming here. And very importantly, even after coming here, he had not lost touch with any one of us back home, the whole family, and influenced all of us very, very positively. He's inspired me personally many, many occasions. Multiple stories, but I'll share a couple of those with you. So first time after I finished my engineering in Amravati, I went to IIT Kharagpur. Some of you would know that it's a very, very, it's kind of a remote place going from Maharashtra to near Kolkata, 2 hours drive from there. Very remote place. And you always there, when you are remote, you are a student, you don't have proper food there to eat as a vegetarian. You are looking for any excitement. And one day Kakaji calls me while he was visiting from US. Said, I want to come and meet you. Such a pleasure for me to meet someone as close as him. And he took time to really visit me from Kolkata, came all the way for 2 hours driving, and spent a day with me. It was such a nice feeling. Fast forward several years, at a very young age, when I was 22, my dad passed away. And our family, my 2 younger brothers were studying, my mom, my grandmom, that is his sister, we were really in shambles. Such a big turbulence in our life. We didn't know what to do. And at that time, Kakaji, along with his older brother, they really gave us so much inspiration. They showed us the way how to sail this ship through these turbulent waters. They really guided us very well. And here I am today with him, celebrating this wonderful occasion. Feels so nice about it. And not only me, but our extended family. In Amravati, in an extended Toshniwal family, Ashaji's side. He's like that glue, or I would rather call it a super glue, because he keeps us all together. Even in the US or in India, he makes sure that he goes that extra mile, makes that effort to get us all connected. whether it's Rachita, Rachna, Simaji, all those who are here, plus the family in the US, we make sure that we get together, we spend that time with him and everybody together. And that's how, look at the way Rachita and Rachna they brought up. Both of them have spent whatever time and energies and the right values they have imbibed in them. You can see those in their grandkids, you can see those in everyone who they have impacted their lives. So, and that goes on. So even people, let's say when I visit Amravati, and we always very fondly talk of a lot of people in our lives, and the people even in India feel so close to him. Though he's been far away, they feel closer to him than most people who live in the same city or in the same kind of neighborhood. And that's a quality he really brings, is how to connect with people, all age groups, and I'm sure the community here, you know that very well, better than possibly I do, connecting with any age group. And his infinite knowledge on any subject. You talk about Gita, you talk about Vedanta, Ramayana, whatever, and even some modern technology. He still takes interest. He always wants to learn new things. He's always curious about any new things that come up. And that really is very inspiring for all the generations. Our kids, likewise, they look up to him, they want to meet him, he entertains them, spends time with them, and it's always an awesome moment being in his vicinity. I mean, I have been fortunate enough to visit Bloomington many a times during these last 27 years I have been here. And every time I'm with him, it's a pleasure. You always learn something from him. And I think even if I gather small percentage of it, that would be great for me. So that's the kind of personality we are amongst. I think we all are fortunate to have him amongst us. So on this occasion, I want to say first a wish for him in Hindi, and then another one in English. Kaka ji, haste raho, खिलखिलाते रहो, यूं ही हर पल आप बिताते रहो, कोई गम याद ना आए जिंदगी का, इतनी खुशियाँ आप मनाते रहो, हंसते रहो, खिलखिलाते रहो. So, for those who don't understand Hindi, I would say another wish in English for him, that for the life you live, for the joy you give, to everyone around you, may happy hours, like lovely flowers, blossom and surround you. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Vikas ji is Senior Executive in HTC Global Services with focus on acquisitions. He successfully acquired some companies to HTC Global Services. Now I request Anitaji Devuskar to say a few words.
Hello everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here and talking something about our dear friend Chandak ji. उनका नाम तो श्री है, but हम कोई उनको श्री करके बोलते ही नहीं हैं. We always say him Chandak ji. अभी why that started I do not remember, but it started and it stayed. So now we know him since we came in this town, that is almost 30 years. And before that, I think we knew him from Chicago itself. We moved from Chicago, and he was also there in Chicago. But real bonding, real friendship happened in Bloomington itself. And talking about him, it's a pleasure. But when Sudhirji told me 5 minutes, I said, can I finish everything about him in 5 minutes? It's difficult, but I will try. And as Vikasji has talked about him, everything is kind of covered. But I will just put few lines over here, which I thought that what I seen in him, and I'm seeing in him today. Always, always helping others. Always. And that happened to our family as well. If anything, the surgeries or things happened in the house, he came for giving massage. If we needed a priest in wedding, he was there. And for some other things, for my son when he passed away, he was there. So any occasion you talk, and he was there. You just have to call him. You have to tell him. That's it. So helping hand, and as you can see, I think Murli told this in the beginning, helping hands. And you can see all these volunteers who just were here, who organized the programs, they love him so much. Because of the helping nature of Chandakji and all other things what he is doing. So that's what it shows. Then the other thing I don't think nobody has talked. Talking very sweet. How the speech should be? 5 ways, right? One quality is madhuram. And he has that. And Chandakji always madhur. And those of you know Marathi, काय म्हणतात हरभऱ्याच्या झाडावर चढवतात. And everybody knows that, but still nobody fights about it, nobody gets angry at him, and everybody loves him, and then he just says, oh, you are great, and all those things are just fun time, Bloomingtonites. And then as we said that he is HSS, then what? Seva and Ekil. He joined them. He worked in those fields for a long time, and now he is at the top positions in all of them, working globally and here, of course. And with those, all these 3-4 things which he is doing here, so he has gathered so many other young students, and that time students, now everybody is working and things. So he put them together. And that was great help for them also, because everybody looks for some leader. Everybody doesn't have a leadership quality, and he has them. So all of us could work with him. Best in networking. He knows so many people all around the world. So anybody in the town and anywhere you need help, you ask him. Because he knows somebody from that remote town of this world, and he can connect you with him, and you will get the help. Very good quality. And I will put this short today, that his new brainchild is G-Life. Working G-Life, that is different kind of school system in India. All those details you have to hear from him. Yeah. So that is his new brainchild, and he's working towards that, and he's extremely busy and getting successful in that also. So in this occasion, I will wish him very good health and long life. And always we say that behind every successful man, there is somebody behind, that is Asha, our friend. So with that, I will give this mic to hand over it to someone. Thank you.
So people who don't know Anita ji is our yoga guru in our community and also our guide. And we are happy to have you, Anita ji, and Uday ji Devuskar. Uday ji is a retired physician. So both of them are very active in the community. Now I request Sridhar Damle ji from Chicago. Sridhar Damle ji is president of Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh in Schaumburg chapter. And then he is an author. He co-authored a book, Brotherhood in Saffron. And recently, again, we got a new version of the book, which is again an insider view of RSS. So that book is very popular. So we are glad to have you, Sridhar ji, amongst us today. Sridhar ji will say a few words.
Namaste. Everybody knows title song of Mahabharata. Remember, Katha hai Purushartha ki. To continue this thing, I can say about Chandak ji, Katha hai Purushartha ki, Niswartha ki, Paramartha ki. अमेरिका में आकर आदर्श बने जीवनवर्ती अथश्री सत्यनारायण कथा. So regarding Chandak ji, Anita ji say he has a sweet helping hand, sweet talking. But one interesting feature about Chandak ji I would like to draw your attention. While helping hand and sweet talking, you never know when Chandak ji put his hand in your pocket for the collection of the fundraising. And this kind of Chandak ji, he came to Chicago and USA and set the example how the ideal Hindu household husband to be. Of course, credit goes to the nagging Asha. So, making the whole story short, today is Chandak ji's 80th birthday, and some general tradition say, Jivetu Shardam Shatam. But how many of you know Chandak ji is a Aryaputra? And being Aryaputra means minimum requirement of lifetime, 125 years. At the Mahabharata war, Arjun was 140. Krishna was 150. Bhishma ji, God knows. So regarding that thing, I will say definitely long and healthy life to Chandak ji to make us happy. Thank you, Chandak ji.
Now today, amongst us we have a special guest, Dr. Siddeshji Shavade. Siddeshji is from Naperville, Illinois. He works as a research scientist in BP. He is a General Secretary of Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh, USA. So Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh has 250 chapters all over the country, have activities in 35 states. So invite Siddeshji to say a few words.
Dhanyawad Murli ji. First of all, I would like to congratulate Manya Chandak ji for his Sahasra Chandra Darshan and Asha ji also. Few years back, many of us were in the same hall and we were celebrating 50th wedding anniversary of Chandak ji and Asha ji. And today we are here to celebrate the Sahasra Chandra Darshan of Sri Chandak ji. So all these Hindu traditions, we live in America, all of us are Hindu Americans, and we are giving these different types of traditions which we bring from Bharat, 50 years of wedding, which is a very common thing in our culture, in our society. In America also it was common thing several years back, but now we as a Hindu society, we are giving them back. Sahasra Chandra Darshan is one of that how the whole family can celebrate the 81st birthday of any person, any woman. And it's a new way of thinking that how much wealth, knowledge they can bring to the community. And this is the Sahasra Chandra Darshan ceremony. When I was listening to all the Geets today, right, we had 3 Geets. It started with Bharat Mata, Matrubhumi, then it went into the ups and downs of the life and then how to conquer all of them. And it ended with the Vishwa Dharma and our responsibilities towards the entire universe and how do we do that. When I look at Chandak ji, and Vikas ji told his stories and his friends also shared that, all those Geets are very apt when we want to describe Chandak ji. It started with Bharat Mata, love for, affection for the Bharat Mata. Both of them experience all the ups and downs of the life like most of us, and then still continue to work, help others in various ways. I know his stories from his IIT days, not only in Bharat, but here in Chicago also. He was one of the favorite students during his master's days. Our national vice president, Sahasanga Chalak, Sri Ramesh Bhutadaji, who is a very successful businessman in Texas, he was his friend in the university. And he tells how Chandakji used to influence so many students for a good cause. All of us know Sam Pitroda, right? The legend. And he was one of the students along with Chandakji also. So always, since his younger days, always helping to the community. In the Chicago area, the Lemon Temple. Before that, the Hindu Satsanga. And Chandakji was involved into that also. That's what I keep hearing from the Chicago senior people. And when they moved here, this temple, all the various organizations, Sangha, all these are, Chandakji is very much involved and very much guiding into all of them. One point I will like to highlight. I came to know about Chandakji in 2003, 2004, early 2004 time frame, when we moved from Oklahoma to Iowa. And I was working, volunteering for Hindu Swayamsevak Sangha in Midwest area. And I used to talk with Murli ji that time, and who are the great people in the society. We were identifying, looking for some very established people who are very able to help the society, guide the society. And we were identifying who can be our president, vice president in that area of downstate Illinois. And Murli ji suggested that we should have Manya Chandak ji. And that's how I came to know about Chandak ji. And since initial days, I always keep looking that Chandak ji is involved in the youth activities. When I was in Iowa, then Michigan for a few years, in 2000, many of you may be knowing about it, youth camp in Bloomington was one of the highlights of the entire Midwest, right? Hundreds of youths used to come here from not only Illinois, different parts of the Midwest for a 7-day Hindu camp, for the kids, for the teenagers, for the youths, then 3 days Hindu camp, and Chandakji and Ashaji, they were very much involved into making that camp successful. That passion is continuously there in Chandakji's overall behavior, overall actions, overall activities. Today when we came here, we were there, myself, my wife, my parents, but he was interested in talking with Anvi, my daughter, and introducing her to his daughters and how they studied and where they went and all of that. So always interested into the youths of this country, the youths of the Hindu-American kids. That is his most important passion, which all of us have experienced. In September, second week of September, there was a Hindu Yuva Summit in Chicago. 208 Hindu youth leaders from 64 university campuses attended that. And Chandakji asked us that, can I be there? Because he always wanted to work with youths. And yes, we said, no, please be there. Please stay there, please guide them, please help them because of your experience. And when I went to visit the Hindu Yuva Summit, I came to know that Chandakji's grandson was also present into that summit. So the Hindu Americans who came to this country constantly started working for the society. They want their kids to connect with the Hindu American activities, Hindu cultural activities, not only kids, but their grandkids also connected to the same values, same cause. I was amazed. It's not because of Chandakji he came. He was involved into Hindu activities in his campus in Georgia. And from there, the local Karyakartas asked him to come for this Hindu Yuva Summit. I'm sure Chandakji may also be not knowing that he will be coming. He might have directly met him there. So our third generation active in a cultural activities, I think that's a great sadhana. Chandakji, Ashaji, they have done not only for the society but for their own family also. I think for me that is the great message I want to take from him to continue in my life, because all of us, along with our professional successes, we want to maintain and keep our culture into future generations, and I see Chandakji is one of the great example for that. So I wish Chandakji for another, Damleji asked him 125, so I will wish him the same and wish him all the great health, and please continue guiding us in Sangha and all the Hindu organizations across the country. Dhanyavad.
Now we have one more speech before we conclude the program. Can you guess who it is? It will be our own Chandakji. Chandakji will speak for a few minutes.
Dr. Devskar, Sridharji Damle, Siddheji Shevde, and Mr. and Mrs. Shevde from Bharat, all those who are older than Ashaji and I, Anitaji, all of you, pranam from both of us, and all of the rest of us, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Bharat, Jai Vande Mataram. I already have a reputation in the town that when I speak, there are at least a dozen people sitting at the back, and they will pretty soon show their hands and stuff. So I will make it short. Another reason I'll keep it short because I have to run to bathroom after that. Whenever we have a big program, Siddheshji is very kind to come over here. And believe me, his responsibility as a National General Secretary of Hindu Swayamsevak Sangha is enormous. In addition to manage his profession, where he is a senior scientist in the British Petroleum, and then also run the family. And the good news is, Siddheshji's parents are also spending a good amount of time in USA, so we're very lucky. I will not mention any names because I don't know where to start and where to end. But this is an extremely humble moment for both Ashaji and myself. We never knew, we knew that we are friends, but I didn't know that there was so much love that will be poured this evening. So we are extremely grateful to all of you, one and all. And like I said, whose name do I call first? So I think I will say Sabahi Krishna hai, Sabahi Ram hai, aur mera pranam hai. You know, as Vikas said, sometimes it's good to come from a very low economic strata, perhaps from some small village, because then you have so much to build up. You know, you can only go up, you can't go down. But in my life, so many people have blessed me, and I've been very lucky. I don't know exactly why that happens, but it has been happening. And if I can mention only one name, because I really can't mention any other names because there are so many of you, but if it wasn't for this person and her kindness and her wisdom and her honesty and her courage, that I wouldn't have been where I am, if I am. She has been a wonderful mother, raising two wonderful children, and like Vikas said, she's a super glue to hold the entire family, and that in this town, she played many roles, like the President of India Association. She obviously is one of the founding trustee of the temple. She has been treasurer for the Seva International chapter, has been active in Ekal chapter. And so I am indebted to this person here. I have written several poems for her, on her, about her, but that we will do some other time. I won't mention any names, but there are so many lovely people here, and some of them, they came and spoke such good things. It's unbelievable. But the thing that I think if I go back in my life, it's the parivar. It's the bhavana of the parivar. Obviously, our own parivar, that's where the training begins. But it should not end there. And it must transcend from there. And that's where I think the enormous opportunity that we have in the United States, and for that matter, all countries in the world, is the Sangha Parivar. It is a journey of one very common man. If you were to look at the size of his house, his belongings, but he was the blessing upon the motherland Bharat, Dr. Hedgewar. Only he knows why he did what he did and how he figured that all out. But the only thing we can say today is the outcome speaks for itself. Millions of us, all of us, we get inspired simply looking at his picture. We may not know too much about him. We need not know too much about him a lot of times, because we just get inspired by his profound message. And that today, he has created millions and millions and millions Atmans whose life have been inspired by him. I think somebody rang the bell. I don't know, that was for me. So that Sangha Parivar, what did it teach me? 3 things. And they happen every time in the Shakha. And as Shivdeji and Murliji mentioned that we have 250 shakhas throughout USA and growing. Only 3 things, very simple 3 things. The force of knowledge, the force of the Purushartha, like Damleji talked about, and the force of collective wisdom and collectivity. Baudhik, Sharirik, and Samuhik. Very simple things, very simple idea. But nobody knew ever that this can be such a magical formula. And we are always there with our open arms to welcome anyone and everyone to come to the Shakha, be part of it. And it took me a long time when Shivdeji used to talk about Shakha, and I was still under training as far as the philosophy of HSS is concerned. Why Shakha is so important? But as I gone through that, and as I reflected on it, I realized such a beautiful formula, such a powerful formula. It's amazing that even my sister-in-law told me 2 days ago, Beloji, we are going to Shakha. Give her a big hand. The husband-wife. Not only she went, she dragged her husband also there. Okay. So I am really indebted to Sangha Parivar. I was given so many opportunities, whether I deserved or not. And I have so much to learn and so many deficiencies I have that I have to get rid of. But Parivar, the Sangha Parivar, was extremely kind to me. Let me grow with Ekal, let me grow with Seva International, and let me grow with Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh. And the opportunity that they gave me is being given to everybody. It's available to all of us. And the most beautiful story that I want to tell Siddheshji is this: Bloomington is blessed. There are more Swayamsevaks here than you can count. The whole town is Hindutva. The whole town is a Swayamsevak, and they deserve a big hand. Even the Rao Garu who is sitting behind there, he may not go to Shakha, but if you open his heart, there will be Bajrang Bali in there and there will be Shakha inside. Rao Garu, am I right or not? And we are also very thankful to both the Shastrijis. They're very, very supportive of all the good things that should happen to our new generations and all that. I don't want to drift and get into something else, and then Murliji should show me hand or something. But I just want to say, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm not sure what I'm talking, but whatever I said, that's part of my life. That's the blessing. And it's tremendously joyful, energizing, inspiring to see you all here. And if I missed anyone here, then forgive me for that. But I love you all, and I know you all love us. And just standing here, I want to introduce the Molin founding trustee, Kirtiji Bahetiji, and you were introduced earlier. But other than that, Murliji, I'm done. I'm speechless, basically. And all this Hindu yuva that Siddheshji talked about, who came from Champagne, all I can say to you is, this is another home for you. All homes in Bloomington are yours. All you have to do is come and visit us kindly, okay? Because you are the extension of our life. And it's extremely, extremely important because you are in one of the best universities in the world. And so we are really, really, we feel very proud of you. We feel blessed, and that you came in such a large number. I wouldn't know how to thank you. But kindly use our homes, come visit us, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Namaste, pranam. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Jai. Now, one thing that Murliji said, I came to Bloomington and stayed here. That's because I have too many son-in-laws in this town. And I won't name them, but there are more than half a dozen son-in-laws that are in this town. So that's why I'm stuck here.
So we will be concluding this program with the Shanti Mantra. So before Shanti Mantra, I thank the Hindu Temple of Bloomington, Normal, for giving us this wonderful facility and then allowing us to perform this program. Then I thank all of you for attending this program and making it a grand success. And also many friends worked for success of this program. They are behind the scenes, a lot of work was done. So thank you for all of you on behalf of Chandakji's family. So now we will have Shanti Mantra. Okay. So again, the reminder, there is heavy winds outside. When you go out, please walk carefully, otherwise you may trip. We don't want any injuries happen. So be careful while leaving the facility. Lead and follow. It will be lead and follow. We can stand, and then Tarunji will be leading and we'll be following. At the end, we can do Om Shanti 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 together.
Shanti mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.